It's Sunday. You know what that means. It is time for the next episode in our Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 Yay or Nay series. And we're going to be taking a look at one of the Loud House siblings, specifically Leni Loud herself. So if you haven't seen the series before, basically we're going to run down. I'm going to give you a few ideas of what I think could be a part of her moveset, and then a couple ideas for some alternate costumes. Sometimes we might do a stage idea, or maybe we do some taunt ideas, whatever it might be. It's kind of like a friendly little mock-up of what she could or any character could bring with them if they were to be playable in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2. And then down in the comments, all you have to do to participate is either say yay, as in you want to see this character playable, or nay, you don't want to see the character playable. We add up all the stats and we figure out who is the most wanted based on percentage points. So that's how that works. So let's get into the video, shall we? Move number 1. Called this one the bug spray. So here's how this one would work, I imagine. First up, bug spray. Leni will end up taking out like a couple cans of bug spray, and she, kind of sprays them outwards, kind of, in the direction that she's facing. And it ends up creating this small sort of gas cloud, if you will. And if any opponent is caught in this toxic cloud, they will ultimately, they'll take some damage while standing in the toxic cloud. The longer that they're in the cloud, the quicker the damage that they will end up receiving. So it builds up faster and faster the longer you stand in the toxic gas cloud. So if you played Smash Ultimate and anybody's familiar with Piranha Plant, I envision this move pretty much the same thing. So again, pretty simple, straightforward move. Points a couple bug spray cans outwards, sprays them, the opponent stands in them, that takes some damage. Pretty simple. Move number 2. I titled this one Swing and a Miss. No, it has nothing to do with baseball, but you'll see what I mean. So for the next attack, Leni's actually going to be holding a golf club while swinging, and ultimately kind of missing the golf ball. But what she does when she misses, it causes herself to spin around rapidly a few times. So she spins in place with the golf club kind of extended outwards as its own little hitbox. So this could work as a neutral air, if you will. She just kind of spins in the air, kind of. It would be a move that could either help extend combos or kind of finish off combos a little bit with that little extra damage. So it'd be a pretty fast attack. Or you could kind of make it like maybe like a neutral special. And this might sound a little strange, but a neutral special where she just kind of spins in place. If, again, comparison to Smash Bros, Incineroar comes to mind. His Dark Lariat, his neutral special, where it just kind of spins in place. Something to that degree of comparability is what I'll kind of go with there. But, I think it works a little bit better as a neutral air myself. But either way, she's got a golf club, kind of swings and misses, and then, just spins around in place. Move number 3. I called this one Chicken Fight, and this will make sense when you see it, obviously, but Leni actually, for this attack, she'll end up teaming up with a chicken. If anybody knows the episode, then you'll understand the reference. But yeah, that's right, Leni's actually going to grab a chicken, and she grabs it by the legs, and then the chicken itself will try to fly off or flutter around. But as she's grabbing the chicken by the legs and it's trying to move, the chicken itself will kind of be doing like a little bit of pecking, if you will. So that's kind of what the attack ultimately is going to be. So if you want some comparability again, think of something like Duck Hunt Dog. Again, let's compare it to Smash Bros to help some people out if my explanation is not the greatest. But think of Duck Hunt with the duck itself kind of pecking forward. So this move could ultimately be like a forward air, if you will. That could make a lot of sense. Well, at least it does in my head, so that's what I'm going with. But Chicken Fight, I thought it'd be kind of a fun one, a clever one. Maybe it's not that great, I don't know, but it's still an idea. Move number 4. This one is titled the 11 of Hearts. So finally, the last move we'll go over, the 11 of Hearts. So this move actually comes from, I guess we'll say, Leni's superhero powers, if you will. So she essentially has this tether where she kind of like throws it out. I don't really know what to call it. It's not like a ribbon, it's not like a grappling hook, but she just kind of like throws this out, and it attaches itself to some sort of solid object, and then it kind of reels her in towards whatever she's attached to, if that makes sense. So this could be kind of like think of like a an up special, a recovery type of move. Again, comparability wise, anybody play Byleth up special, you know, the chain sword, that kind of goes out pretty far and latches on. Something to that degree is kind of how I'm envisioning this one. So 11 of Hearts, I think, makes pretty good sense and kind of gives her some pretty decent range to her recoverability, which is, well, every character is going to need to recover somehow. So this one seems to kind of work. And plus, if you really want to have some fun, if there's an opponent that's above you while you're on stage, pull them back down. Or I guess in this case, it pulls you up to them and then you end up hitting them, sending them flying. So you could do some creative stuff with this type of attack. So there you go. Now for some alternate costume ideas. I got 2 here. There's always more to think of, but, you know, just as a couple examples. First one, we're going to go with her driver's gear. You know, the episode where Lincoln and quite a few of her siblings are helping her trying to learn her driver's test and try to get all that lingo down? Well, that's what this is from. It's just her and her weird little driver safety gear. Again, ideas are ideas. Some are good, some are bad. I don't know where this one ranks, but it is an idea, so threw it in there. But alternate costume number 2 that I came up with, again, just an idea. I called this one Sneaky Sneaky. It's yeah, great name for it. But in the episode where Leni and Lincoln, they read, who is that? Oh, I think it's Luna's diary. There's a point where they kind of like dress up in like all this black clothing to try to avoid being spotted. They're kind of, I don't know if you want to call them like ninjas in a way, but you know, that whole deal. That's kind of what I want with this for this one. So again, alternate costume, couple ideas for you. If you got your own, feel free to drop those in the comments as well. So for my opinion, for my yay or nay answer, I'm actually going to give her a yay, but this is like a very low yay. I'm not a massive fan. I'm not really a big fan of the Loud House, but just to kind of see what she could do, I'd be on board with it. So I'm going to give her a yay. Again, it's going to be a very low yay, but she still gets a yay nonetheless. So with that out of the way, we got one final business to take care of. One final business to take care of? Yeah, that's a sentence. But we got one more piece of business to take care of, and that is the updated stats for the Yay or Nay series. So here are the updated Yay or Nay stats. We now have 3 characters that are a part of this new series. This new series is obviously only geared for Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2. We may have some repeat characters that we've seen in the first series. Might bring them over and retry them again to see how they ultimately compare. But the updated stats, Queen Vexus, out of the 3 characters that we've done so far, she is in first place. As you can see, her stats, 53 total votes, 45 yays, 8 nays. So she comes in with an 84.90% in terms of a yes to no ratio, which is pretty good, 84.9. That's like a solid B. I'll take a B in any class, right? Then we see Odie in second place with 60 total votes, 49 yeses, 11 nos, and Odie comes in with an 81.66%. So also pretty solid, B minus. Again, I'd take B minus in any class, right? Hell yeah, sign me up. But and then we got Arnold, the first character that we did for the series. He did get a few more votes since the last time we seen his stats from last week. Arnold is now up to 72 total votes, 50 yeses, 22 no's, and he now comes in with a 69.44% or a 69.44 yes to no ratio, if you will. So there you go. And as you can see in the yellow right there, right under his third place ranking, he actually rose in percentage points by 0.79%. So that's almost 1 whole percent since a week ago. So that's pretty good for him. But that is going to be it for this one. We'll be back again next Saturday or probably Sunday. I think it'll only be 1 episode, but we'll be back next Sunday at least with a new episode in the Yay or Nay series. So until then, I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.